Hi there, Asa Collier with Crash Combat Championship, and I am joined by Tristan the Redneck Goos, who is our main event fighter, co-main event fighter for the AMI welterweight title for Crash. Thank you for joining me, Tristan.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Let's see here. Let's first talk about where are you training and who are you training with these days?
So recently, I was training with RPM Boxing out of Scottsbluff, Nebraska. I've been training with a few other opponents. One in particular, or two in particular. Cody Wybera is a good name for someone that I train with, and then Logan Weiss as well. Coach is Renee, really good boxing coach. He's kind of new to the ground game, but bringing that to his gym, so that's an exciting thing to do. But I've also went out to Patsuko Combat out here in Scottsbluff as well. So I trained with them for a day. Went out to Torrington, did some rolling out in Torrington. I've also gone down to Colorado and done some rolling in Colorado as well. Some BJJ rounds. So kind of mixing it up a little bit, going to a couple different gyms. I'm not with um, Evolve MMA anymore, which is strictly MMA. So I'm kind of got to mix up between different gyms to make it work.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's good for fighters to move around and find what's right for them. Absolutely. Um, on the boxing, do you feel like you're getting improvement in your stand up in your hands by
Mm,
having someone as a specialist?
Working on it. That's something that I'm wanting to make sure. I'm wanting to improve on all rounds. No, everything around. It's my goal is to go pro.
Yes, sir.
And before I go pro, I want to make sure that I'm ready to go pro. So making sure that I'm well rounded and well versatile in a way, all the way
Sure.
around, ready to go for whatever happens. Because anything can happen in the ring. So
Absolutely. Got to be prepared. The higher you go, you got to have everything covered. Um, let's see here. Um, You kind of answered my next question. I was going to ask you, how do you see your fight career going? What are your plans for your fight career? But you're planning on going pro. Um, any plans as far as a timeline or where you might do
no,
that?
no exact timeline. I wanted to basically get as many fights in as this year as I can, and then go pro into next year. I don't necessarily know if that's exactly going to happen just quite yet. I know my major goal is to take the number one in the state of Nebraska and work my way up the chain for over in Tapology doesn't always tell you everything, but I want to take over Tapology, kind of
Yeah.
get first in Nebraska, get first in the Midwest, and then I'm gonna go after another named fighter from that fights for Dynasty. He's never come
Okay.
out from underneath Dynasty, so I'm gonna try to either pull him out from underneath Dynasty or I'm gonna go take his belt at Dynasty.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
that's who I'm gunning for. I'm not gonna state his name. I've stated his name enough. He knows it. So,
Well, I'm curious now. I'm going to go look it up myself, brother.
oh,
Let's see. Uh, got one more fight related question for you. And we'll do some fun questions. But who's your favorite fighter? Past or present or both is fine with me.
to be honest, I don't really have one. I enjoyed watching McGregor. Um, he's a little cocky on the cocky end, but I enjoyed watching him. He was a good fighter. Dustin Poirier was another really good one that I liked watching, and it's kind of sad. I think he retired this year. Correct. I think I watched his last fight.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so those are kind of my two tops that I love to watch.
Good choices.
So
Excellent choices. All right. Well, let's see here. What do you like to do for fun outside of fighting? And if you don't do anything else, that's fine too.
shoot, there's a I do. Oh man, the biggest hobby is fighting now, but outside of fighting, what I like to do is, I used to train horses. That's a big thing I love to do.
Okay.
So we got horses out in Elkhorn with the family that I love to train on the weekends when I could. Now that I live up here, it's kind of a pain. I can't really get out there and do it. It's a little 7 hour drive. So,
Oh, wow.
um, but besides that, it's one of those deals of if I could, what I would like to be doing is getting back into dirt track racing, some dirt bikes and MX motocross.
Okay.
Um, Working with horses, another thing that I'd like to get back into if I could. Those
Awesome.
are my two biggest hobbies outside of fighting.
Okay.
Biggest hobby is fighting.
Yeah, right on. Right on. Very good, man. So these last questions are over under questions. I'll ask you, uh, I'll give you a word and you tell me, or a subject, and tell me if it's overrated or underrated. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
nu- Number one, these are designed for you, being the redneck. The people want to know. The people want to know about you. So,
Okay.
number one is Iran. Overrated or underrated?
I ran like
The country. Are they overrated or are they underrated?
overrated.
Overrated. Overrated. Awesome. Number two, cottage cheese.
I don't know how you would consider that underrated or overrated, but I'd say underrated, I guess.
Underrated.
Just
Yeah.
raw milk.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it's underrated. People need to start buying it, bring the price down a little bit.
Yes.
Number three, is Donald Trump overrated or underrated?
That's man, I don't get into politics. Now you're pulling me into
Yeah.
politics here.
Yeah.
Oh. I say he's overrated.
Uh-huh.
I think people boast him up a little too much and he boasts himself up too much, but some of his things that he's done I think are correct, but I think he's a little overrated. He throws himself up a little too much.
Awesome. Awesome. Excellent. And last but not least, veganism. Is veganism overrated or underrated?
He's super freaking overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had steak for dinner.
There you go. I did too, man. I did too. Had hankering for it today. All right, vegans, you're overrated. Donald Trump, you're overrated too. Cottage cheese is vastly underrated. Uh, Tristan and I agree on that. And then Iran, overrated,
Overrated.
overrated. Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, we're really looking forward to next weekend and your fight, Tristan. Thank you very much for joining me for the interview here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, travel safe, brother. We'll see you soon.
Will do.
All
All
right.
right.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye.